Hey, Cardinal family, I had three things that I want to put on your radar this week. Number one, looking ahead to our March 22nd professional development, which, holy cow, on Monday it is going to be March, and that is just bonkers. But anyway, so March 22nd, we have a professional development day, and we are going to be working district-wide on our Marzano standards-based planning professional development. Now, this is something that's very important to me because we have already put a ton of work into unpacking our math standards, into unpacking our ELA standards. Next up is our next gen science standards. We're going to be working on that this summer and maybe even a little bit sooner. The standards drive what we teach. So if we're going to be effective at that, we need to support you in being able to plan to teach those standards, hence standards-based planning. So that'll be coming up on the 22nd of March. I'm excited about it. Next thing that I wanted to make you aware of, I just got an email from Nebraska Department of Education. They need some teachers to help with some NSCAS assessment development. And I believe how they phrased it in the email that I received is we would encourage you to encourage your best and brightest teachers to participate in this or apply to participate in this. And I was like, best and brightest teachers? So you mean our teachers at Crete? Yeah, that makes sense. So within the text that accompanies this video, there is going to be a description of that work as well as a link so that you can apply. The more we have our influence on those assessments and the development of them, I think the better that they will be at indicating what we do and what our students know. So have a look at that. Next thing that I have for you, this is a favor that I want to ask. And it goes back to fostering those connections with students. I know this is an initiative that we talk about at the high school a lot through Excel and the work we're doing with them, but it is universally translatable. So this week, here's what I want you to do. I want you to ask at least one student, hey, tell me when you're at your best. Now, here's what I mean by that. If somebody asked me when I'm at my best, I've got a visual to help with that. Oh my gosh, you see in that bookshelf behind you, there's an old bicycle frame that's broken actually, and there's me on a bicycle. I dig riding bicycles, almost to a weird extent. And when I'm on my bike, that's when I feel like I'm at my best. When I have those two wheels rolling underneath me, that's when I feel I'm my most lucid. I feel like I can problem solve. I feel like all is right with the world. I feel like that might be my best self when I'm rolling on that bicycle. I want us to ask that question of our students, of at least one student this week, and say, hey, when are you at your best? I think that is a great conversation that can facilitate greater connections. And if that phrase, when are you at your best, seems awkward to you, try something different. When are you happiest? When are you most satisfied? When do you have the most joy? But take the time this week and ask one student, hey, tell me about when you are at your best, because you're going to learn something about that student you probably didn't know, and you're going to have a great conversation, and you're going to foster a connection that maybe wasn't there, or even if it was there, it's going to be stronger after that conversation. I think that's all I have for you. Hang in there. It's going to be March. It's going to be summer before we know it. It's going to be time to take care of our Christmas shopping for next year before we know it. But hang in there. Appreciate it.